all the chaos on the field, all the massive humanity you've got to sort through to make a big play on the ground like we just watched.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. Running in the red zone. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Throw caught at the 6. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And now they have a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Motioning the tight end left. Handoff now out of the gun. He's out in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Running back sent in motion. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. His first throw is an interception. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one, and number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Here's the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Third and long for him here. Looking right, and he finds him. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Shotgun now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Give now to the running back. Jukes out a one-stop. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Working quickly here. From the 42. Headed out right. Catch catch made over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Throwing off the play fake here. Cutting in the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3. They're throwing it. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
He finds him right side. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Evans now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Has a hole left, room to run. Into the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the sack. Hits his running back.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Motioning left is their running back. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. You got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. They give it to him up the middle. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only 3 yards. They're going to need a much bigger play than that on a lengthy 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Let's go. Go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
They'll run here following the penalty. Is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Receiver in motion, headed right. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Steelers are going to take over after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Launching deep down the right sideline. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, sometimes when you get outside that pocket and your body weight gets going laterally, that ball will sail on you. I mean, that's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
It is caught left side. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers pushing for a score before the break. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Hand off to the back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense up to the line fast. Running for it again. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. A pick up of 4. That brings up 3rd and goal.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 4th and goal. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. Only a 20-yarder here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the advantage now sits at 24.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here from the gun. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on 2nd and 11. It's complete to Hopkins. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Dropping back to throw. And they pick him off again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Let's go now.
Running back sent in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go, set.
They send a man in motion. He breaks the tackle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose!
Recovered by the receiving team.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here. 2nd and 4. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They go play action on 1st. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Now here he goes, down the right sideline. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points.
14. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's the Steelers' 1st down. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Motioning the tight end now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So the Buccaneers keeping their offense on the field. 2-point attempts coming up. He's throwing for it. He has it. And he's in. The 2-point try cuts this lead to 16. That makes this a 2-score game. All right, partner. It is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate? Just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again.
He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Let's go.
And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the third. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Another two-point conversion attempt upcoming from the Buccaneers.
Here we go, set.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut two more off that lead. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Hop 70, hop 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
A give now from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
70 Lion, 19 Lion.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He puts everything behind this one. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Steelers lead by 14. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers lead by 15 now. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're going play action. He rolls to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Has him running the comeback. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Has it downfield working the left. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. New set of downs for him at the 38. Play action on first down. Hits him on the out route. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's Carter on the return. And look at this return. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. That one intended for Drake London. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Finds him over the middle. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Reload. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Running this one left. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hustle.
Offense in the hurry up here.
19 Tiger.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run here on first down. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Hauled in by Rice. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers lead by 15 now. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And they pick him off again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers grow the lead now to 22 points. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. From the 28. Dump off caught by his back. Has some daylight through the 40. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. Now, that's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Look, Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing now off play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. It is caught left side. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. For third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Working quickly here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Bails out of the pocket quick. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. Here come the Buccaneers again, trying for 2. Throwing from the gun. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Has it in close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That one complete to Hopkins. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. There he goes again. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Pass play coming here. Called in left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Check. Go.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. To make a check in the win column for the Steelers.